it's infectious, it's amazing. We're pretty quiet here in this country, but we should gain a little of that.
You're absolutely right. They are very proud of the individual countries that they come from, and they come together for an all-European show. And the pride that they have, and that is one thing that we probably should not hide under a bushel basket as much as we do in Canada, is our pride. And we are very fortunate to be Canadians, and to have a youth program like we do in 4-H to develop is a real attitude for our youth.
Well, and even you can see it that we don't toot our horn enough. You can look into this class that we got out in front of us for a spring show, and this is an amazing class of calves. And we should tote our, I know we're all very, sorry for this and sorry for that for Canadian, but we should really tote more of what's going on.
Absolutely, we have a lot to be proud of in Canada, and sometimes Canada maybe be taken advantage of because we're a little bit quiet and self-indulged. However, whenever we go abroad, Canadians are very highly respected, aren't they, Patty? You'll have seen that and experienced that in any country you've traveled through.
Yes, I would agree with that. And even at the European show, there were so many cattle sired by North American sires and in many cases Canadian sires. So it's really great to see that we're still making an impact over there. And yes, people, if you're Canadian, they love you to death. More so than some other countries, I would say, that are very close to us. But anyway.
Those are well-spoken words. And the Canadian AI industry deserves a lot of credit for the sires that they have sourced and spread those genetics around the world. And many countries around the world look to Canada for genetics, don't they, Matt?
Yeah, they're still looking for the big, not the big necessarily, the well-balanced winning cow with a great udder. And like our proofs even coming out are saying that. Plus we have components which are very important, especially in the Canadian, but in Holland we've got the cheese factor, everything, in German, same thing. So, CMEX had a great big display over there. Gage Genetics was there, and I'm probably forgetting somebody, I'm sorry. But anyways, it was great to be in Europe and just see everybody. Was like a whole little week for me, for a lot of people I haven't seen from Europe. It was great.
And as you make friends all over the world, isn't it great to reunite with them, Patty? And something that I learned at a very young age is that the people we come in contact with at a young age, we will continually interact with them later in life. Our circles, right, our paths will cross at many different times and events that when you're a person's young, you don't think, oh, I may never see that person again. And it's amazing how you become really good friends through life.
Well, and especially now, the world is, as they call it, a smaller place, and we can travel places a lot easier than we ever could. Social media gets us to know people from all over the world, and I think it's one of the coolest times to be in the dairy industry, but I know here in Canada, we need to, say what we've got and go for it.
Absolutely. Patty, you're world-renowned. You've done great for both yourself and for the Holstein breed and for Canada and dairy cattle all around the world. You have promoted us to other countries, and every Canadian benefits from that. Thank you very much. Thanks very much for your sponsorship today, and it's a pleasure to visit with you. Let's have a great round of applause for Patty Jones, Canadian Livestock Photography.
Yeah, thank you very much, Glenn. That was a terrific interview. Again, Patty set up here for portrait presentations today. This may be the best your animal looks this year. Why not take advantage of getting that done today? Now in the ring we have class number 2, senior calf class. Again, would like to remind you of the Mega Moolah Draw, which is taking place at the conclusion of this show. There is 100 tickets printed. The ticket is $100. The grand prize is a choice of 4 heifers that are going to be shown either here today or tomorrow. We have Maplewood Apple Chris, who is a daughter of Seaver's Apple Chris, who was born September 2018. We have Aspiration SKGC Allie Merlot, who is born September 1st, 2018. We have Charlotte Excitation Suki, who is born September 2nd of 2018. And we have Baker's Gentry Vampirina, who is born March 3rd of 2018. A choice of 4 heifers for the Mega Moolah Draw. And Raymond Charlton will be circulating with these tickets for sale. There's 100 tickets, and there's only 40 of these left, so you may want to get in on this today.
As Mr. West is completing his placing in this class of senior heifers, a large class and an exceptional class, as Tim said, we would ask the summer yearlings to please make their way to the marshalling area. Summer yearlings to the marshalling area.
This summer senior cap class number 2, in first place, ring number 21, the entry of Claire E. Patrick with Copenhagen, Doorman, Elise. In second place, added entry 97, the entry of Angela Farragut with Norway, Jaco, Molly. And in third place, ring number 13, the entry of New Galma Dairy with New Galma Undenied Ivy. Now with his reasons on this class are judged for today, Mike West.
Well, another tremendous class of heifers out here this morning, and a heifer that wins their class, just a very complete heifer. I really admire this heifer, her dairy quality, her openness of rib, her hardness at top, and squareness to that rump and correct girl positioning. And it is that overall silkiness that she has, that dairy quality throughout, that openness and spring for her rib that she possesses in place over the red heifer that follows in second. The red heifer in second over the heifer in third, just a heifer that handled herself quite a bit more comfortably on these rear legs. When you get focused heifers moving smoothly. You just admire the straightness from behind when the way this red heifer moves, the straightness of hawk, and just that overall correctness to the set and turn of the hawk over the open rib after the follows the third. The heifer third, over the heifer fourth, the heifer I moved up right towards the end of the class. Just a heifer with so much more length of body. She's a heifer that's just more open, more well sprung, particularly in that lower rib day. She has a little more width to her chest floor over this extremely correct rump heifer that follows in the fourth. The heifer in fourth over the heifer in fifth, just a heifer that uses her depth of both forward and her day forming pig, that width of pins, that width of thermals, and that will turn the rump structure to place over the very balanced good-legged heifer that follows in fifth. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mike. The complete results of the senior heifer calf class. Ring number 11 placed 9th. Ring number 12 was 14th. Ring number 13 was 3rd and best bred and owned for New Gelma Dairy with New Gelma Undenied Ivy. Ring number 15 was 12th. Ring number 17 was 5th. Ring number 18 was 13th. Ring number 19 was 11th. Ring number 21 was our class winner of the entry of Claire E. Jethrick with Conehaven Doorman Elise. Ring number 22 was 15th and also winner of the genetic testing prize. Ring number 23 was 8th. Ring number 24 was 6th. Ring number 26 placed 4th. Ring number 27 was 16th. Ring number 28 placed 10th. And added entry 97 placed 2nd. And on the next page, ring number 31 placed 7th. Next into the ring, class 3, female summer yearling class. This is for animals born June 1st of 2018 through August 31st, 2018. The class is sponsored by Dogmare Farm, Select Sour Generations, and the best bred and owned certificate is given by East Chen. Now coming into the ring, summer yearlings.
well. Find your ladder. And that's hi. Yeah. I can go up here at the fair and then I'll go to it too. So, on the two hats. Yeah. And you guys took it over. I did, yeah. You did? Yeah. So you're getting the pictures and stuff from she just taking that up. Yeah, no, thank you.
With me now is Mr. Brian Karscadden. Brian is a very accomplished judge all around the world. Is an absolute gentleman and a great ambassador for Holstein, Canada. Brian, you were recently over at the All-European show and you led quite a good cow. Would you like to tell us a little bit about the show, the experience, and the cow you led?
Well, thanks, Glenn. Yeah, I was very fortunate to be, first of all, in attendance at that show, and I'll say to anyone in the crowd here, if there's another one in 3 years, it should go on your bucket list. If you love cow shows and have never been to Europe, it's an absolute pleasure. You heard Patty speak of it earlier. The passion, the emotion, the excitement around that show is second to none. The patriotism you see, it's basically the Olympics for cows, and it's not just cow versus cow, it's country versus country. And to walk around and see the best cows from each one of those countries in their individual exhibits was very special. Switzerland was the winning country, and Switzerland dominated the show. Their animals were exceptional, and they were prepared exceptionally well also. The black cow that I had the good fortune to lead, as you can see by the many pictures floating through social media, is an absolute beautiful cow, very balanced, very correct, tremendous spring and openness to her rib, combined with width throughout and angularity, and of course a great memory system. The cow that was reserved to her was a white Dempsey that is also a beautiful, beautiful cow. A different style of cow than the black cow, but a great cow in her own right as well. So I think I would definitely be an advocate for anyone in 3 years' time. If they have it again, you have the opportunity to go, put it on your bucket list.
You commented about the Chelios cow you had the opportunity to lead, and she is a great cow, was the grand champion. There's a cow here in North America sired by the same bull, milk source. It's a very similar cow. If you just, at a quick look at the two cows, it almost look like clones.
They certainly would, and I guess I had the pleasure to be involved with both of those cows at a younger age and have watched them both develop into the kind of cows that they did become. The thing about the cow I showed in Europe was that she is a definite show cow. Before I grabbed a hold of her going into the ring, she had her head between her legs, and I didn't really know what was going to happen. She got 2 steps from the show ring. She picked her head up, her ears went forward, and she started to bawl. And she bawled all the way around the ring in the class. And I thought that was kind of strange. It was like she was announcing herself to the crowd. And then in Champions, she did the exact same thing again. Never experienced anything like that. And she wanted to be there, and she wanted to tell everybody she was the one to beat.
You're absolutely right. She came to the show and she wanted to make her presence known. Genetics are pretty interesting. The way those 2 cows, they have so many dominant, similar genes, don't they, as to the way they're made up. And Chelios has thousands of daughters all over the world. However, those 2 are so very, very similar. You spoke about the Swiss. The Swiss is a country, and as people, they are passionate cow people, aren't they, Brian? And that comes out in the sires they choose, the way they care for their animals, whether it is in Switzerland or whether it's here in Canada, and they are absolutely passionate cow people.
That's very true, Glenn. I've had the opportunity to go to Switzerland quite a few times, and there's smaller herds there, of course. There's many of the farms and herds that spend the summer months in the mountains. So when the winter and spring come and there's cow shows, they certainly enjoy their time when they're able to interact and socialize and show their cows to whoever wants to see them. But you're right, they spend hours and hours with their cows. The Swiss black and red showstring at that show was a sight to behold. And the interesting thing is, they probably had just as many good ones still left at home. And I remember the very first European Championship I was at in 2000. Switzerland had a decent group of cows, but I would guess they probably placed 6th or 7th in the team competition. Their cows were smaller, their cows were decent uddered, but they weren't at the level that they certainly are today. So years of breeding and dedication to creating the better kind that what led to the dominance that they're showing us today.
You're right, irregardless of the country where they live, they're so passionate about the cows, and here in Canada, they will be some of the highest producing herds of cows because of both nutrition, however, the management, and their cows very often, when you go into their barns, they'll be so quiet because they love their cows and they like to work with the cows. As you commented, you have been up in the Alps to see the way that they will raise their cows on the lower level, and then as the season gets warmer, they move up and then move back down. It's quite a unique country to see, isn't it?
Yes, it really is. The landscape and just the geography and the way that they produce milk year-round there, and the different ways they go about it, and their cheese production. Their consumption of chocolate as a nation as well is quite interesting. But certainly a beautiful country to visit and great people as well.
Brian, thank you very much. You're a great ambassador for our country. Congratulations. And whenever we go abroad from Canada, our actions and what we say and do represents Canada. So on behalf of all Canadians, thank you very much for your professionalism both here at home and abroad. Great round of applause for Brian Frisgap.
Sponsors of the Mega Moolah Draw, including JG's Farm Equipment, Brand Tractor, Dave Galvin, Corteva, Pioneer Seed, Grover Nutrition, Brussels Agri Services, Jersey, Ontario, Holstein, Canada, Holstein, Ontario, John Matt Martin, Max Active Liquid Mineral Supplement, And again, we thank the consigners to the Mega Moolah Draw, Ethan Family Charlotte jerseys, Frank Haven Holstein, Maplewood Holstein, Maker jerseys, and Jeff Stevens. Again, the Mega Moolah Draw will take place at the conclusion of the show. There is only 40 tickets remaining in the 100 tickets that were printed. And again, Reagan Charlton, if you see her, she is the one selling the tickets here today. And again, there's your opportunity for one of 4 outstanding individuals: Maplewood Apple Crisp Loaded, Aspiration SKGA Ali Merlot, Charlene Excitation Suki, and Maker Gentry Vampire Arena. And so those are 4 of the choices for the Mega Moolah Draw. Again, we want to thank you to BMO for generously sponsoring breakfast this morning. And there is a booth at the east end of the livestock complex here today. Again, the other sponsors today: Holstein, Trinity, ProRich Seeds, Air Farmers Mutual Insurance Company, Holstein Canada, Triple T Promotions, Canadian Livestock Photography, Grand Valley Fortifiers, Ted Morwick, Yonsei Speed and Seed, Thomas Goodway Assistance, Jersey, Ontario, Go Retro, IVF Services, Norwell, and Jensen Homes. And again, in this class today, the sponsorship for Bread Home has been donated by EastGen, and the cash prize, the prizes for this class, donated by John Mayer Farms and Select Sarah Generations. Now in the ring, class number 3, female summer yearlings.
As was introduced earlier, our judge today is Mr. Mike West, Orangeville, Ontario. Mike and his wife Allison have 2 sons, Holstein and Tyler. Mike has been an official judge of Holstein, Canada for 15 years. Prior to that, was a classifier with Holstein, Canada. And Mike is the VP of Genetic Development for CMEX Alliance. He's a great ambassador for Canada and CMEX whenever he goes abroad. He has made his polls for this summer yearling class, and we would ask the junior yearlings to please make your way to the marshalling area in 5 minutes. 5 minutes to the marshalling area for junior yearlings.
result of Class 3, the female summer yearling class. In first place, ring number 43, the entry of Millen Farms with Aerobeat Gold Chip Lorna. In second place, ring number 44, and best bred known, the entry of Lyndon Stewart and Associates Incorporated with Aspiration LY GC Alley Magic. And in third place, ring number 16, the entry of Langlands Farms with BC Langlands Jacoby Mojito. And now with his reasons on this class, our judge for today, Mike West.
Another tremendous class of heifers, and quite a nice winner to win the class. Heifer's got a lot of show style and presence out here, but she's also a heifer that's hard at her top, correct for her rump structure. It moves extremely well on her great set of feet and legs. It has that flatness of bone, that mobility and flex in her hock that she has, that overall silkiness to her hide that she possesses that places her over the strong, square heifer that follows in second. The heifer in second over the heifer in third. A heifer that uses her overall length through her frame to her advantage today. She's a heifer that's a little deeper and fuller in that chest reach and just has a little more width through the front end, if you will, over this extremely well-made heifer in third. The heifer in third over the heifer in fourth. Just a heifer that handles herself a little more comfortably on her rear legs that prefer the turn to her hock and the set to that leg, and just the flex in the hock over the deep rib heifer that follows along in fourth place. And the heifer in fourth over the heifer in fifth. The heifer for me today just outmasses my heifer in fifth. She's a heifer that's quite a bit wider for her chest. She's quite a bit deeper and fuller in both that fore and rear rib today when you hear from behind. Quite a bit more spring to that rib over the extremely good legged heifer that follows along in fifth place. Congratulations on the next class of heifers.
The complete results of Class 3, the female summer yearling class. And again, thank you to class sponsor Don Mayer Farms, Select Sour Innovations, and Best Bred Known Certificate for East Jam. Ring number 32 was 14th. Ring number 34 placed 7th. Ring number 35 was 8th. Ring number 36 was 6th. Ring number 37 placed 9th. Ring number 38 was 13th. Ring number 16 was 3rd. That's the entry of Langlands Farms with BC Langlands Jacoby Mojito. Ring number 40 placed 11th. Ring number 41 was 12th. Ring number 42 placed 10th. Several added entries. Entry 98 was 5th. That is Legend Maker Emilio Celine, owned by Paul Livingston. Ring number 99 was 4th. That is Hammy View Undenied Ella, owned by Joel Phoenix. Over the page. Our class winner 40 won the entry of Millen Farms was Aerobeat Gold Chip Lorna. And number 44 was 2nd and best bred and owned, the entry of Lyndon Stewart and Associates with Aspiration LYGC Alley Magic K. Next in the ring we have Class 4, the female junior yearling class. There are 5 animals entered in this class. This class is sponsored by Legend Maker, Select Sour Innovations. The award for best bred and owned is given by Eastgate.
only have 5 junior yearlings in this class, so if you'd like to bring the intermediate yearlings to ringside in about 5 minutes. 5 minutes to the marshalling area for the intermediate yearlings, please.
How you doing? Awesome. Thanks very much for being here.
How's it going? Great. We know each other. I know you well. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. Thanks very much. Is everything going well with you? Yes, it is. Beautiful. Yep, you covered all. I thought I was doing pretty good on that. No, I'll do that. I'll do that. Glad you're here.
The result of class number 4, the female junior in class. And again, thank you to Legend Makers, Select Star Generations, and each again for their sponsorship of this class. In first place, ring number 48, the entry of Claire E. Patrick with Claire Cressall and Sensation. In second place, ring number 47, also the entry of Claire E. Patrick with Claire Cressall and Seduction. And in third place, ring number 49, the entry of Lyndon Stewart and Associates with Aspiration Chief Lustrous. The winning entry was also best bred known in this class. And now that the reasons on this class, I judge for today Mike West.
Well, 5 nice heifers out here in this class, all very balanced, very correct heifers. But the heifers who win the class for me, just a beautiful dairy heifer, much length and quality, command edge, very open and angular in her rib structure. And when viewed from behind, she moved very correctly on those rear legs. Is her strength for her top line, is the way she holds herself out on the move and keeps her hook, no preferable slope from hooks to pins, out of the move, and then well-framed heifer that follows along in second. The heifer in second over the white heifer in third in close placing. I did prefer the way my heifer in second handles herself down to her pasture and more correct in her foot structure. She has a more desirable stride to her leg, more flex to her hock, more desirable movement in those rear legs over the heifer in third. The heifer in third over the heifer in fourth. Just a heifer with a little more breed quality, a little more dairy character and angularity, a little more length in neck, and just silkiness throughout from the strong heifer that follows in fourth. And the heifer in fourth over the heifer in fifth in close placing. But for me today, the heifer in fourth just outmasses my heifer in fifth. She's a wider heifer. She stands wider, more correct in those front legs. She's also a heifer that stands straighter with the from behind and doesn't knock in quite as much as the extremely dairy angular heifer that follows along in fifth. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mike. The complete results of class 4, the junior in class. Ring number 45 was 4th. Ring number 46 placed 5th. Ring number 47 was 2nd, the entry of Claire E. Patrick with Claire Cressall and Seduction. Ring number 48 was our class winner in Best Bred Known, the entry of Claire E. Patrick with Claire Cressall and Sensation. And ring number 49 was 3rd, the entry of Lyndon Stewart and Associates with Aspiration Chief Lustrous. Now in the ring, the intermediate yearling class. Intermediate yearlings born December 1st of 2017 through February 28th of 2018. This class is sponsored by Holstein and Select Star Generations. The award for Best Bred Known is donated by East Gen. Now entering the ring, Class 5 Intermediate Yearlings. First and final call for senior yearlings from the marshalling area. Final call, senior yearlings from the marshalling area. The result of Class 5, the intermediate yearling class. In first place, added entry 102, Avant-Garde Cashmere Soul, ET, owned by Diamond Home Holsteins. In second place, ring number 52, the entry of Maplewood Farms, and best bred known, Maplewood Goldman Ivory. And in third place, ring number 50, the entry of Maplewood Farms with Maplewood Doorman Legend. And completing the class in fourth place, ring number 51, the entry of Craig Ranter with Glenbert, Solomon, Lily Doolin. Now, as the reasons on this class, our judge for today, Mike West.
Well, four tremendous heifers and quite a heifer in the class. A heifer that's so correct in her structure and square in both her front rear end. She's a heifer that's hard on her top and correct in her rump structure. It is her mobility and those hind legs that she has, that overall length of frame that she uses to her advantage today to place over this extremely dairy silky heifer that follows along in second place. The heifer in second place over the heifer in third, a pair of heifers they switch when you get into the line. The heifer in second, you just appreciate so much more for her strength of loin, her correctness and slope from which the pins today, that width of pin, if you will, and width all the way through the extremely angular heifer that follows along in third place. The heifer in third over the heifer in fourth, again another close placing, but I think my heifer today in third uses her overall length of frame, her dairy quality, her sharpness of shoulder to her advantage today. She's also a heifer that's a little flatter down to the bone, a little cleaner to her thigh, and again just handles herself a little more correctly and has a little more desirable turn to her hop over the real square heifer that follows forward. Congratulations.
the ring will be our senior yearlings. Our senior yearlings now entering the ring. Following the senior yearling class, we will have our junior herd, and that will be followed by the junior champion. So immediately following our senior yearling class in the ring will be the junior herd, and then our junior champion.
It is. then Melissa or Jenny, and Melissa, because she's got 18, so that would no problem. Yes, thank you. Oh, yeah. Bye.
Glad you're here. Thank you very much. Takes a lot of sponsorship.
So again, this is class 6, female senior herd classes, will be followed by the junior herd class. That will be followed by the parade for junior champion. Then we will be taking a brief lunch break and go from there. The result of Class 6, the female senior year class. Again, thank you to the class sponsors, Kingsway Holstein, Select Sour Generation, and the award for best bred known by Eastern. In first place, grade number 55, also winner of best bred and also the winner of the genetic testing award, Hollywell Holsteins with Hollywell caps, didgeridoo. In second place, grade number 59, the entry of Alleray Holsteins and Sunny Terrace Holsteins with Playjoy Allen Marble. In third place, ring number 53, the entry of Will Creek Genetics with WCG Dorman Yasmin. And now with his reasons on this class for today, our judge, Mike West.
Another good class of heifers, and a nice heifer to win the class, a very complete balanced heifer. A heifer that uses her angularity or dairy strength that really admire this heifer. When you get from behind, you see that openness and angle, spring to her rim. There's also the more mobility on her rear legs, that correctness and set to her hock, and that straightness from behind, when viewed from behind out of the move, it gives her an advantage over the heifer in second. The heifer in second over the heifer in third, just a heifer that uses her overall length of frame. She's a heifer that's quite a bit longer body, she's a little more angular all the way through, but she also has a definite advantage again in that turn to her hock and set to her rear leg. Just that depth of foot structure and heel that she possesses over the deep body heifer that follows in third. The heifer in third over the heifer in fourth. A heifer you admire when you get her in the line, she's quite a bit stronger through her top line. She holds herself quite a bit stronger through her loin and through that, all the way through that back. Just has quite a bit more width all the way through than the heifer in fourth place. The heifer in fourth over the heifer in fifth. The heifer that has an advantage today in that thorough placement. She's more desirable in her slope and pumps to pins today. And again, a heifer that's just keeps those legs in underneath her a little more desirably when you get her in line for the extremely angular framing heifer that follows in fifth. Congratulations.
The complete results of Class 6, the senior yearling class. Number 53 was third, that's the entry of Willow Creek Genetics, WCG Dorman Yasmin. 54 placed sixth. 55 was our class winner, best bred and owned, Hollywell Holsteins with Hollywell caps, didgeridoo. 57 was fourth. 58 was eighth. 59 was second, the entry of Alleray Holsteins and Sunny Terrace Holsteins with Playjoy Allen Marble. Added entry 100 was 7th, that's the entry of Aaron Cliff Holsteins with Aaron Cliff Seaver Jenna. And added entry 101 was 5th, the entry of Aaron Cliff Holsteins with Sunny Maple Brianna. Next coming into the ring, the junior herd class. Following the junior herd class, we'll have the parade for junior champion. Following the junior champion, we'll be taking a lunch break. There is lunch available over in the Narrow Hall. The milking classes will start promptly at 12:30.
So now we'll have our group of three, and that will be followed by our junior champion. So the group of three, if you please like to make your way to the ring, and then we'll have our junior champion. While the group of three is being judged, I would ask for the following people to please come to the head table. Lowell Lindsay, Alan Miller, Ted Morwick, Brian Coleman, and Ivan Oldfield. If you would please come to the announcer's table, please. make a presentation at this time on behalf of the Ontario Dairy Youth Trust Fund. And there's a little bit of history on this trust fund. It is a registered charity with the goal of helping to develop the youth in the dairy industry to ensure Ontario's strong future in agriculture. Today's youth are the most important resource we have in our industry, as they need to be recognized as such, to foster and develop the skills they need to maintain and strengthen the dairy industry in the future. The Ontario Dairy Youth Trust Fund was established in 1994 and has been doing just that. Trustees of the Trust Fund are a responsible group of 9 individuals who are committed to ensuring sound financial management and to providing opportunities for dairy youth. The Ontario Dairy Youth Trust Fund is a non-profit charitable organization that is funded solely through donations from industry as well as private donations. Each year, the Trust Fund spends over $30,000 in maintaining its programs for the youth of our industry. Donations are valuable to help not only in maintaining current programs, but to expanding and starting new programs to further assist our youth. The reach of this program is immeasurable and has already helped so many young people who are now becoming pillars in our dairy industry. Tax receipts are issued to donors with special recognition, also made to those of various levels of support. The Trust Fund provides an opportunity for individuals, families, or organizations to make simple, effective, charitable donations. Please keep the Dairy Youth Trust Fund in mind as your charity of choice. And thank you. If you would like further details, please come and see any of the members of the Dairy Youth Trust Fund after the show. And at this time in the presentation area is Lowell Lindsay and Alan Miller, and they have just completed the presentation to Brian Coleman. So let's have a great round of applause to the Dairy Youth Trust Fund recipient, Brian Coleman.
The result of the junior class: in first place, the entry of Claire Guthrie, Claire Crest Holsteins. In second place, the entry of Aspiration Holsteins. And in third place, Maplewood Holsteins. Now with his reasons on this group class, our judge for today, Mike West.
Well, three tremendous junior herds, and the breeders and exhibitors should be very proud of these groups. The group that wins the class for today just wins the group on that uniformity of dairy quality. It says 3 heifers, they're just a little silkier hiding, just have that little more dairy quality all the way through, give them that consistency and uniformity. Over a very balanced group in second as well. The group in second over the group in third, just as a group, a little more balanced in their rib structure, a little more correct in their set of feet and legs over the extremely long body group of 3 heifers that follows in third. Congratulations to the breeders and exhibitors of these 3 fine herds of junior herds.
Congratulations. Thank you very much, Mike. And now in the ring are the first and second prize winners in each of the respective classes for our junior champion of the show. So entering the ring are the first and second prize winners of the individual classes that will vie for junior champion.
your parade for junior champion. From the intermediate calves, we had ring number 6, the entry of certified Holstein with Beckett, Catlin, Bristol, 18. And ring number 7, the entry of Hardale Holstein with Hardale, Jacoby, Bright. From the senior calf class, we have the class winner, ring number 21, the entry of Claire E. Petherick with Conehaven, Dorman, Elise. And 97, the entry of Angela Farragher with Norwin, Jaco, Mahler. From the summer yearlings, we have ring number 43, the entry of Millen Farms with Aeroline, Gold, Chip, Lorna. And 44, Lyndon Stewart and Associates with Aspiration LYGC, Allen Magic A. From the junior yearlings, we have ring number 48, the entry of Claire E. Petherick with Claire Grass Sullivan, Sensation. And ring number 47, also the entry of Claire E. Petherick with Claire Grass Sullivan, Seduction. From the intermediate yearlings, just entering the ring now, we have ring number 102, the entry of Diamond Home Holsteins with Avant-Garde Cashmere Soul ET. And ring number 52, the entry of Maplewood Farms with Maplewood Goldwyn Ivory. Completing this junior champion parade, we have ring number 55, the winning senior yearling, the entry of Hollywell Holsteins with Hollywell Taps, Didgeridoo. And ring number 59, the entry of Alloway Holsteins and Sunny Terrace Holsteins with Playjoy, Callan, Marble. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your parade for junior champion. Please give them a round of applause. The junior champion will be receiving a cash prize generously donated by E.Y. Morwick, a check in the amount of $500. If E.J. Morwick is here, will you please come to the judges' table, please? The reserve junior champion will be receiving a leather show halter from Jensen Halters, and also there's a representative of Jensen Halters with they come to the judges' table too. So E.J. Morwick and Jensen Halters, please to the marshalling area to the judges' table.
While Mr. West is deliberating on the junior champion, just speaking with Tim, and he commented just for everyone's information, Boyce Thompson from PEI, who is Eastside Holsteins, put his name forward as the conservative candidate in his riding, and the provincial election in PEI was yesterday, and Boyce defeated the Premier of the province yesterday and is the new representative for his riding in provincial legislature in PEI. So I know that it is great to have someone of Boyce's character, morals, and the dairy industry knowledge as our representative in Parliament. So everyone would, I know, want to congratulate Lois on his successful election last evening. We're also very fortunate to have this show live streamed today, and thank you very much to Julie Ashton from Cosmo for live streaming this, and also Andrew Hunt from Holstein. Thank you very much. We sincerely appreciate your publication of this show. Thank you very much.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a tremendous heifer show this morning, and I think we should certainly show all the breeders and exhibitors of these great heifers that we've seen all morning a big round of applause, because they certainly deserve, you should be commended for what they've done to get these heifers out like this on so early in the year. Not to take anything away from the heifers that are dismissed or the heifers that are back in the pack, but it has been a tremendous show. I pulled out 4 heifers that I think are the best contenders for our junior champion reserve and honorable mention. And I'll go now and select them, and please receive them with a round of applause when I do.
For junior champion, the judge has selected the winning senior calf, ring number 21, the entry of Clary Catherine with Conehaven Doorman Elise. For reserve junior champion, the first place intermediate yearling, 102, the entry of Diamond Home Holstein with Avant-Garde Cashmere Soul ET. And for honorable mention, ring number 43, the winning summer yearling, Millen Farms with Arrow and Coach of Lauren. Now with his reasons, our judge from Dave Mike West.
Well, like I said, a tremendous heifer show, and I think 3 exemplary heifers to really show the kind of heifers we want to see this time of the year. This young heifer that wins the show for me today, just the most complete heifer of the morning. She's a heifer very balanced in her frame, very open and angular, and she moves very freely on her set of feet and legs. And it is that dairy quality she possesses, that silkiness, that openness, that cleanliness, a high that she possesses to give her an advantage today. She's also just a little more open in her rib structure compared to this extremely correct line heifer that follows for reserve. The heifer in reserve over the heifer in honorable mention, really a close placing for me today, but I think when you get this heifer out on the move, you just really admire the way she handles herself for her backhand. She articulated that route and loin structure, the way she handles herself under her legs, not to take anything away from my honorable mention, a beautiful, beautiful dairy heifer I admire so much for her openness and angularity today. 3 tremendous heifers. Congratulations to everybody involved in the great heifer show this morning.
Thanks, Mike. Again, congratulations to the junior champion, ring number 21, the entry of Clary Patrick with Conehaven Doorman Elise. And this entry this week is getting a $500 cash prize generously donated by E.Y. Warwick. If Bill will make that presentation, please come forward. The reserve junior champion, the winning yearling, 102 Diamond Home Holstein with Avant-Garde Cashmere Soul, recipient of a leather halter donated by Jensen Halter. Again, congratulations to everyone. This concludes the junior show. We'll be taking a lunch break. The milking classes will be starting at approximately 12:30 sharp. The lunch is available in Merritt Hall, which is immediately to the east side of the show area here. Please take time to visit our sponsors. Again, we would like to thank all of the sponsors, the platinum sponsors, East Gen, the York County Holstein Club, Caldwell Mutual Insurance Company, Select Sire Renovation, the gold sponsors.